Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build and another episode of Curb Appeal, the series on my channel where I attempt to recreate real homes in The Sims. So as per usual, I will be popping the photo of what we are trying to recreate up on the screen right here, right now. Also, I will have the entire Curb Appeal playlist linked down below if you guys want to check out some more recreations on my channel. So today's video and today's build is a very exciting one because this is my first build I did using the new Desert Luxe Kit. So if you guys don't know, listen up because the Desert Luxe Kit, as of today, which is September 30th, when I'm recording this, it is free right now. It is a free kit. So if you own the Sims 4 base game already on PC or MacBook or console, this kit is free to claim, so you don't have to pay for it. It's literally free. So I would encourage you, if you have not gotten it already, go download it right now because it's going to be free until I believe October 17th. So make sure you claim your free kit before October 17th because then it will be like the normal $5 after that. So I am just going to give you a heads up because it's a free kit. I'm going to be using this kit in basically all of my builds going forward, and I'm not going to feel bad about it because I'm going to assume that the majority of you guys have it, and I'm going to use it in my builds lots because I'm just assuming you guys have it. So please, 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 for both of our sakes, go download that kit. Now, if you don't have the Sims 4 base game, another exciting announcement, if you guys didn't know, on October 18th, 2022, the base game will be free for everybody starting October 18th, which is so exciting. So if you have been wanting the game for a really long time, you've been wanting to check it out, maybe you're unsure, but you just, you want to try it out, it's going to be free from now on starting October 18th. So mark your calendars and, save your money. If you're planning on buying it next week, don't bother. Just wait until October 18th. So, yeah, those are all the announcements. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew all of that before, because you don't want to miss out on free stuff. That's like my favorite thing in the world. What is my favorite four-letter word? Free. What's my second favorite four-letter word? Sale. So you guys know I love saving money over here, so just thought you guys should know. But anyways, on to the build. This build was a very cool and exciting one for me because I was trying out a couple things that I've never tried out before. So first you can see I built the home on like the second level. So right off the bat, I started the build on floor 2. And then I deleted the base floor afterwards. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted the house to be elevated upwards so that I could do this kind of rock cliff at the back. So in my head, I imagined putting this modern Desert Luxe house on this kind of rocky cliff just to give it this cool kind of architectural vibe. It always makes things look more expensive when you build something on a cliff because you know that from an architectural point of view, that would have been really difficult to make safe and make work when you build on a cliff. So that just screams expensive to me. And yeah, I just wanted this house to be expensive. Obviously, you can tell from the title, I named this house Bitcoin Bro House. I don't know what that means, but it just felt right. Mainly because this is a 1-bedroom home. So it's basically like a bachelor pad type vibe. So I thought that this home would be great for either just a single sim or a Bitcoin bro or a finance bro even, or maybe a couple that doesn't have any children and they just are, wealthy and rich because they don't have children, so they saved a lot of money, obviously. Not a bad idea, honestly. So they just live here in luxury and maybe travel a lot, and they're just your average wealthy, super wealthy people. Sometimes I just like doing ultra modern rich people homes. I mean, honestly, that's I always like doing nice luxurious things in general, because if we can't have it in real life, why not have it in The Sims, am I right? So you can see that on the back I did the rocks, and you might be wondering why I didn't put the house on a foundation or a stilt foundation. I just found it would be easier to place the rocks if I actually made it on the second floor, if that makes sense. Whereas if you put like a stilt foundation, it's really difficult to get the rocks underneath the stilt foundation. So yeah, that's why I put it on a second floor, to like truly elevate it, if that makes sense. So then here at the front, you can see I just had to slope the landscape up with some tiered staircases, just to naturally bring the elevation up to the second floor. So I think that it looks pretty good. I really like the staircases as well. I like having a really large front yard sometimes, just because when the house is kind of set further back, to me, sometimes that can feel a little bit more luxurious, a little bit more private, because, you know, your property is a little further away from the street and from the pedestrian area. So that's kind of my thought process there, I guess. Now with the new kit, the new free kit, I might add, we got this new kind of concrete texture. So you see I put the concrete around the entire build here. I think it's just the perfect kind of industrial looking concrete. I don't think it will work in every type of scenario, but with this type of house, it definitely works. I also like the gray texture. It's just the perfect textured look. You know how sometimes the textures for some wallpapers in The Sims don't quite look textured enough. Like they kind of look a little fuzzy, a little underwhelming. Like you zoom in a little bit and you're like, that doesn't really look textured at all. This one, I feel like they improved, obviously, like their texture shading and stuff, and it looks really realistic. So I really like that one. It comes in a variety of different colors too. I just went with the default gray. And we also got these really cool windows. The ones I used on the left side of the house here, they're kind of angled downward. Oh my gosh, they just look so cool. They're the perfect, just modern window, and I can see myself using them in a lot of modern builds going forward. I also love that they're a square shape, because square shaped windows can often come in handy really well for certain like build styles. So definitely really excited about that. And overall, I'm going to be using pretty much all of the items from the new kit in this build. So you'll be able to see all of them showcased on both the exterior and the interior of the home. I think the items in this kit can definitely be used in a variety of ways, not just outdoor patios. Even though they kind of advertise this kit as something for outdoor patios, you can definitely use them on interiors too, especially if you're doing something more on the modern / industrial side. So definitely stay tuned to that. But I will say also, this build is already on the gallery for you guys to download. My origin ID is Dr_Ashley, and I believe it is called like Bitcoin Bro Mansion or something. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Also, we did build this live on my Twitch stream, so I did take a little bit of a break from streaming on Twitch. Over this past year, I've just been kind of on and off streaming. Also because I was kind of busy with work, and then I was busy adjusting to my new schedule as a full-time content creator. But I will say over the past month or so, I have been pretty consistently back streaming on Twitch on either Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays. And I will stream at around 1 to 3 or 1 to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's like, what is that, like 4, 5, 6-ish Eastern time. So if you want to check out my Twitch channel and build along with me on either of those days of the week, definitely feel free. I'd love to chat with you and build together. So definitely shout out to my Twitch community for helping me with this build. They had a lot of great ideas as per usual. So I had a lot of fun with that. But here you can see we are basically done with the exterior structure. It's a very interesting, boxy, modern structure, and I don't think I've really ever done anything like this before, so I really love it. I also love the contrast between the sleek black with the textured concrete and then the unsuspecting wood paneling from Eco Lifestyle. I just really love pairing wood with dark colors and concrete. I don't know. It's like the perfect softness to add to the hard texture of concrete. I like the contrast. I just love it. But you can also see that we put some cars from Debug under the driveway area too. We figured if this was a Bitcoin billionaire's home, they're gonna have a lot of sports cars, like expensive cars. So those are from Base Game Debug if you guys are wondering. So you can go grab them in the debug menu, and they come in a variety of colors, but we thought the neutrals would be the nicest for this home. So here you can see we are onto the back and onto the kind of main star of the show, which is the Desert Luxe Kit. Here I'm just laying out all the items so you can see all of them. I also just laid out all the items so I would make sure I don't miss any, because I wanted to make sure that I incorporated pretty much every single item in this build. So those are all the items there for you to see. And they come in a lot of really nice neutral colors. So hopefully we're all happy about that, because I love neutrals. I'm assuming you guys love neutrals too, but these ones come in such great tones. They have warm tones and cool tones, so you definitely get the best of both worlds. The barbecue is super pretty and super nice. A new bar as well. And I really, really love the new fireplace. Oh my god, I just love everything, okay? You guys will just have to see for yourself when I keep building, but all of the items are just so beautiful and they go together very nicely. But while we're playing around with the exterior and this nice, beautiful patio back here with the new kit, I want to take the time here just to check in with you guys and ask you guys how you're doing. How has your year been going now that we are pretty much entering the final quarter of 2022? I'd love to just check in and see what you guys have been up to and how was your summer? Did you guys go anywhere? And maybe on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling? On a scale of 1 to 10. Yeah, you don't have to explain if you don't want to, but I'd love to just know, how you're doing and check in on you guys. And if you aren't feeling so good, then maybe we can send each other hearts in the comments and stuff just to cheer each other up. I feel like around this time, now that summer's ending, people are going back to school. If you have kids and stuff, or if you are a kid, you're going back to school, back to university, whatever it is, the weather starts getting not so nice anymore. The summer vibes are going away. The patio season has come and gone. It can get maybe a little bit harder around this time, and then especially because it starts getting darker so much earlier, which really gets me, because I feel like it was not long ago that it was bright out until 9 p.m. And it would be 9 p.m. and we'd still be, out walking around and stuff, and it still felt bright-ish. And nowadays, it's 6 p.m. and it's already kind of dark out. And I don't know about you, but I'm someone where the weather really affects my mood and my productivity, especially. As long as it's sunny out, I feel like I still have time to do stuff. But as soon as the sun goes down, I just feel like I've run out of time. I feel like I can't start doing a project. I can't start doing a task because it's too late. The day's over because the sun went down. Simply, we can't start this task anymore. Is anybody else like that? Whereas if the sun is up, I'm even if it's 6 p.m. and it's still sunny, I'm yeah, there's so much day left ahead of me. Why don't I start editing this video or something like that? So I feel like everyone's productivity can just kind of go down the drain when the weather gets bad and the sun starts setting. So let me know if you guys are the same, or if you have any tips on how to combat that and stay happy and productive even when the weather and the season changes. I'd love to know your tips, just because that's something I personally kind of struggle with. And now that I am, full-time in content creation, I can start my work a little bit earlier. Whereas back when I used to work a regular office job and then also do YouTube, I would pretty much only edit my videos at nighttime too. So it is kind of a weird balance, but also sidetrack, I also am the type of person that gets really productive at really late hours in the night. So I feel like I have two sides of me. I'm either oh no, it's dark, I can't do anything but watch Netflix all day, I simply cannot find productivity in me anymore. Or it'll be 2 a.m. and I'll be let's go, let's start a business, let's make a website, So sometimes I get jolts of inspiration and productivity at nighttime. It's really weird. So I don't really know what's up with me. Let me know if you relate or not, or if I'm just weird. But anyways, back to the build real quick because we are onto the interior now. So here you can see we are doing the kitchen, and I wanted to go for this darker kind of all black and charcoaly gray color scheme, just because I was thinking this would be more like a bachelor pad or something, and the darker kitchen really went with that ultra modern vibe. Also, I decided to bring the Desert Luxe Kit couch onto the interior. I wanted to see if the kit items would work effectively on an interior as well, because I think that is a very good test of value. Like, can you use these objects outside and inside? Can they work in a lot of different types of builds? So I don't like it when items are too themed or too specific, because then it means you can only use them in like one specific setting. Whereas I like items that can be used like in family homes, in modern homes, inside, outside. You know, you can repurpose them to do other things. I really like those types of items. So even this little like concrete block, the one that I put the TV on, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like a side table, or it's supposed to be something that connects to the fireplace. It's kind of supposed to be like an end piece, but I wanted to see if I could repurpose this concrete block and like line them up and make like a TV ledge, which I think really worked. Like, it looks like a cool modern built-in TV ledge, and it looks really integrated. So that, I think, is a win. That's a really nice item that I can see myself using in a variety of different ways, maybe even using them in the kitchen. You can size them down and use them as cool coffee tables or cool end tables. And I'm sure the community will come up with a lot of creative ways to use those concrete blocks, but I really like those types of items. So that's why I wanted to use this kit, or I kind of wanted to dedicate an entire build towards this kit, just to test the limits of how useful this kit truly is. Because in the Sims community, kits in general just are controversial enough. You know, some people think they're not worth it, some people think they're a money grab, etc., etc. But I mean, if we can test it ourselves and really see, you know, how useful they are, then, you know, we can get our answers that way. So yeah, that's kind of the theme of this build. But also, I just realized that I asked you guys to rate yourself or your mood on a scale of 1 to 10 to check in on you guys, but I didn't tell you guys like how I'm doing. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you guys are interested to know how I'm doing. I'm not sure. But I would say I'm at like a 8 or a 9, 8.5, 9. I'm like pretty happy right now, I would say. I can't really pinpoint why. I think I've been working out a lot more. I go to the gym and go to like workout classes 4 times a week now, which is obviously, I mean, surprise, surprise, like fitness and health makes your mood better. But pretty much during the past like 2.5 years when we were in lockdown, I didn't go to the gym at all. I didn't do any workouts. Like, you know, I'd go for walks and stuff, but I was kind of like an athlete growing up. So like going on walks isn't really enough physical activity for me. Like, I really long for some cardio and some strength training here and there. So yeah, I've been going to the gym a lot more. So my mood has been a lot better. I think the gym really helped me have a routine as well, because I have things on my schedule. One thing that is really challenging when you're self-employed like me, as a full-time content creator who used to be a 9-to-5 office worker, something that I really struggled with is having a completely open schedule where you don't have like anything that you need to do, you know? Whereas now that I have workout classes that I, you know, sign up for, and I paid to attend the class, I kind of have to show up. So it kind of builds into my schedule and forces me to get out of the house and do something. And then after I come back from my workout, I'll make lunch, and then I'll sit down and do a video, or I'll sit down and get ready for my stream or something. So I think having a schedule really helps. And for me, at least, I needed to have like money involved. I couldn't just go to the gym myself, because that's not, I could just back out and there'd be no consequence. I have to like put money down to go to the gym, and then I will 100% show up, because if you don't show up, then you don't get your money back and you paid for nothing. And there's also like a cancellation fee. So for me, I'm very like money driven, where I don't want to waste money or I don't want to pay fees and stuff. So that's how I am motivated, I guess. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys are the types of people that would be motivated by that too, where like you don't want to have like unnecessary costs, and like, I don't know. I feel like everyone's like that, but actually no, some of my friends will pay for classes and then just not show up, and they'll pay the like $20 cancellation fee. And I'm like, really? Like, you just paid $20 down the drain because you didn't show up? Like, what? But I don't know. It's weird. I could never do that. It could never be me. It could never be me. But I guess the other reason why else am I happy? I don't know. I guess I just feel like I'm watching like a lot of really good anime and a lot of good TV shows. I've been watching this anime called Ace of Diamond. It's like a baseball anime. I don't know if you guys watch anime or not, so that might be completely irrelevant. But I really like the shows I'm watching. And yeah, I've had some really cool sponsorships and opportunities on my channel lately, which is always exciting as well. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just happy. I feel relaxed. So yeah, thank you guys for, supporting me through this journey this year. If you guys didn't know, or if you're new, I recently, back in April, I quit my corporate job to be a YouTuber, a Sims YouTuber and content creator full time. So that's kind of what I've been doing for the past 6 or 7 months. And I've been adjusting and just trying to take it slow. And yeah, I mean, it could obviously be going better too. Like I could do more. There's always more I could do, but overall I just think things are just better. So yeah, anyways, that was a long ramble. So sorry. I just feel like we haven't checked in a long time. So I just want to talk to you guys a little bit. But here you can see we are doing this really cool area at the top, and this is actually like a hidden little rooftop balcony that's right off of the primary suite. So I was considering like raising this area up like a platform so it would be flush, but instead we decided to turn it into like a little hidden oasis with a jacuzzi and a little, like fire pit and stuff. So I think that's really cool, especially since it's off of the primary bedroom. So it's just like very private, and I don't know, just feels really cool. And then here you can see we have the one and only bedroom in the entire build, and it is kind of like just a loft-ish style. There's no real hallway or door. You just walk right up and the bedroom is right there. There is also a small ensuite up here. And then downstairs, I don't know if you guys saw it, I did it really quickly at the beginning, but there is a half bath kind of powder room downstairs. So if you have guests over and you don't want to have them come upstairs to your bedroom to use the restroom, there is one downstairs, and there's just a toilet and a sink. There is no shower or anything downstairs because you don't need to be showering downstairs if you're a guest. You don't have to. So there is a shower up here. And then I decided to do this kind of open concept walk-in closet, which I thought was so cool. I just put a wall there and then put some Dream Home Decorator closet items up against there. I just thought it was a cool way to separate the room and create like this little alcove for a closet without actually having to close off the space too much. I didn't put any door there to the closet too, so that all that natural light coming from those big windows could still shine through into the bedroom a little bit. So I don't know, I just really like this layout. I think that it feels very modern and contemporary and great for this type of home. Also, for the bed end tables, instead of using like traditional end tables, I took some Dream Home Decorator kitchen cabinets and I sized them down to make kind of floating end tables, which I think is also something that's super modern and very trendy right now. You can see I also put a keyboard from City Living there. That's pretty much like one of the only skill building items in this whole build. I wasn't really sure if like what the personality of the person that lives here is. It's honestly just like so generic modern. It could fit anybody's personality, but I thought, you know what, maybe this person likes to play the piano. I don't know. I have no idea. This house doesn't scream like homey vibes, you know? When you have these really ultra modern homes, especially the ones that you see in like celebrity home tours and stuff, they just look so uninviting because it looks like nobody lives there. And that's kind of exactly the vibe I wanted to give this home, is like, do the people who live here, or does the person who lives here, like, is he ever home? Probably not. They're probably always traveling, or yeah, just like traveling or at the office or whatever they do in their spare time, but they're just never here. Some of these modern homes can just be so uninviting sometimes. But yeah. So here you can see I'm doing the bathroom. I wanted to do this cool kind of shower separation thing where I just use slats to separate the shower. Obviously in real life, this would be highly, highly impractical because the water would definitely spill everywhere, but you know what? It's The Sims, so it doesn't really matter. I love doing things that are like unrealistic sometimes, especially when it comes to like cool modern design, where people would be like, hey, that's not realistic. Like, why didn't you put a curtain in the bathroom? And I'd be like, you know what? This is a gated community and there's no neighbors. Like, nobody can even see into their window, and it's fine, and the Sims don't care. Sometimes I just completely disregard the realism. Just sometimes. Sometimes I really care, sometimes I don't. So, I don't know. It's hit or miss with me. But at the very end, we as a Twitch chat kind of had like a meltdown where we're like, wait, should we put grass? Like, is it more of a flex to have nice green grass? Because it obviously takes a lot of like money and upkeep to have like really green grass in the desert. So is that more like millionaire vibes? But then we decided, I decided to just like make it kind of patchy and make it kind of like half grass, half sandiness. So I don't know, if you guys like it better grassy, then just, you know, paint it back yourself. Jeez. Or if you want it sandy, just erase it, you know. I can't read your mind. I don't know what everybody wants. But I thought it kind of looked cool for it to be half grass, half sand anyways. And I mean, realistically speaking, 50% of the time, The Sims always deletes all the terrain paint anyways, so I'm sure it doesn't even matter in the end. But anyways, as you can see, the build is now done. The screenshot should be rolling, so it's time for me to go. I really, really love this home. It is already on the gallery, like I said. Origin ID is Dr.Ashley. I really hope that you guys liked it as well. Thank you also for listening to my little rant about, you know, what's going on in my life. I just wanted to check in with you guys. I don't know. I hope you guys check in as well and let me know how you guys are doing. I truly do read and appreciate every single comment, and I love reading about what's going on in your lives. Even if I don't have time to reply to every single comment, I do read them all. So thank you so much. Also, this was kind of a long video, so let me know if you stayed to the end. I'm always like in shock at the amount of people that actually stay to the very end. I guess you guys are like maybe doing like laundry or doing like another task, and we're just like keeping each other company. I don't know, but it's fun. It's fun. But yeah, besides that, if you guys liked it, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, smash that thumbs up button, body slam that thumbs up button, punch that thumbs up button. I don't know. Yeah, and don't forget to comment down below and rate my recreation out of 10 as per usual. This is an episode of Curb Appeal, so how close did I get it to the photo? But if this was our first time meeting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to be friends or if you want to see more Sims 4 videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye everybody!